Kevin Hart has a $60 million lawsuit that he's facing over a sex tape. And it's the lady that was in the sex tape with him a couple years ago, that came out a couple years ago, that's suing him for emotional distress. And essentially saying she had no idea that she was being filmed.
Yeah.
And she believes that this was a publicity stunt for something that he was releasing at that time.
Hey, women. Women. Hi.
What?
Wait. Okay, some women, not all of them. Some. How can someone come and do a publicity stunt with you? Kevin Hart was about to be married to another, is she called Nico?
I don't know.
He was about to marry, or they were getting married. They were like in love. Then I go pull a publicity stunt of a sex tape just to promote my tour and risk my marriage.
Obina.
It's too much. The guy is even in a coma now in an accident. Can you let him?
Do you know what Obina, what I fast finish?
I don't know.
She's just like, oh my God.
Yeah. I have a lot to say about that. But do people do crazy things for PR? Absolutely. We just had a conversation about someone
sex tape. Like,
you don't think people, like you've not heard of
Obina,
stories of women and men.
Obina, American showbiz. I'm not supporting that.
And they know, you know, it all starts with that. Let's face it. A lot of this starts with the sex tape. So you know, do it. Release it, be like, oh my God.
Obina, how did
and you end up making like millions. And that's the false. I mean, we're not advocating for that, but this happens all the time in Hollywood.
Obina, how do we get to know about Kim Kardashian?
That's a good question. How?
With Ray J, it's a sex tape. This was whatever they did, however they planned it, because also we don't know how the court case went, but the truth is it's still available, it's out there. A lot of careers of very many people, including people like Sharon.
Hey, better finish that quick.
Which
Stone. Stone. Yeah, including her career. You know, it's because of what? Those. Hey, you caught me there on the, like, finish. Stone, Miss Stone.
Remove Sharon.
Including careers of Miss Stone. And, you know, and that was a film, a movie, where she acted in some crazy, you know, people like, just many people.
All the time.
The truth is, a lot of people tend to use that to be able to put themselves in
the truth is
Obina, you're a lady. This superstar calls you to his hotel room. You go into his hotel room and you guys having consensual, intimate moment. At what point do you decide that let me check every place in this room if there's a camera? Obina. People have been brought down, presents have been brought down because of that. And you know why, Obina? Because people plan meticulously to bring you down. Not because you're a sex perv. No, because they know this is the one place where you're able, one, to get a lot of mileage, and two, it's able to hurt you at the core, and three, it puts you out to everyone, Obina. Because we talk about it, we hide about it, we don't want to show that we do it, and yet we are products of sex.
But if there's someone who wants to sue someone, is Kevin Hart suing the lady? Because the lady might use Kevin Hart's clout to grow a name like Kim
But
Kardashian.
it never helped her career.
But Kevin was already making a lot of money.
Yeah, but who knew Kevin before the sex tape?
Not you. I knew Kevin Hart.
You see, you're a comedian, so probably you know.
I knew Kevin Hart. You knew Kevin Hart.
So
let me be honest.
You also knew Kim Kardashian after sex tape. You knew Sharon Stone after sex tape. Antonio, so what are you trying to say about yourself? Sex tape master. Who else do you know who has a new one? And which site have you been watching these things?
You got him.
You are here.
I can't.
You just know everybody from your sex tape. I don't have a sex tape, but you've known me. What are you trying to say about me?
That you're not famous enough.
So I need to represent, eh?
Yeah, I can't wait. No, you've lost me for a second here. I think we all knew. Let's go back a little. I'm crying. We all knew Kevin Hart, okay? But the thing here to note is that, and this is where I want us to let's take it seriously for a second. I don't know if Kevin Hart did it and was ready to sacrifice his marriage for this. It doesn't seem sensible to me. Have people done such things before? I'm sure they've had. I don't know if he was doing it with that intention. I'm not sure. What would be incredibly frustrating for me is if it really is true she had no idea, which I don't have any reason not to believe her, that she was being filmed. You do not get to film anyone without their consent when it's such an intimate moment. And there's laws around for that you cannot, even if we did have consensual sex, we filmed it, we broke up, you have no right, and there's laws there to then put that out there. without my consent.
Yeah.
And that's what I find incredibly frustrating. Who put that camera there?
Yeah.
And why wasn't everyone involved in that room aware of that camera?
And let's never forget, for men, and this is just the truth, for us men, we get it a bit easier because what happens when that camera, when it leaks, his career has continued, period.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what is distressing her, Obina, to be honest. Because even with the marriage, the thing is, and for a power couple, they'll decide, we're going to get through this because we have to get this paper. For him, the career continues. People are going to look at his prowess, at the fact that he's a man who is out here on a conquest, even though he is married or probably planning to get married then.
Oh, no, they are
But for the woman, any job interview, Obina, family photo album, she's always seen as ulule mshoanani mwenye akona ile video.
Yeah.
That becomes her description all her life. So never forget that for women, they get it harder because we view them as that object until they objectify themselves in and non-consensually. So you can imagine the fact that we want to view women as sex objects, but when they are in those moments where we want to see them as, we punish them. So her career, which probably as a lawyer, just think about it, lawyer, teacher, doctor, yani
She's
there's
a model,
nowhere
yeah.
in the world she will ever get a job, Obina, just because someone decided
She can get a job in film industry. Just thinking out loud. I know you're thinking
there's
it.
something
Somebody
there.
had to
But
say
you know,
it.
Yeah, you have a
I
point, but
think-
she's not Kim Kardashian, so she's
and
not
I
like,
think
yeah.
she's actually a model, and
Yeah.
I think I don't know, but in this case, she for sure is the one.
Wait,
who
was
is
it like to
forgotten.
say? Was she like naked?
Yeah, Obina.
I mean,
like,
tell.
No,
you
because
have
if
to
she
ask
was
her
not as
extra.
naked, then it has not affected
if,
anything.
if they were in the sheets, no one would know how.
But
Obina.
even nowadays, people even walk naked. So even if she was
All
naked,
I can
in
say,
the
Obina,
tape
because
is-
I've seen your phone before, just go look for that video.
oh my God!
My comeback.
I'm finished, and I think the show is finished too. You guys, you've
Yeah.
cracked me up. I've ruined
Yeah.
my makeup. You're
That's
going
what's
to help
up.
with
Yeah,
that.
so it's
thank
entertaining, but
you.
also we have to be real and
we
you
keep
know.
on the 100.
Yeah.
100. 100. Okay.
100.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you,
Thanks
bestie.
for having us.
Yeah.
Obina,
bestie.
so you guys know, this is the first time ever in my life I've gone to an interview with Obina, and he was like an hour early. This is S. What is this? What is this that you know?
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to reinvent myself.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to keep
Wow.
time,
Father
maybe
Abraham.
show up,
Wow,
Yeah.
Father
looking
Abraham.
good,
Yeah.
smelling good,
Smelling good,
and
which
keeping
you are.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trifecta.
Yeah.
All
Bestie.
right.
Where mini bestie yake si yako.
No, my bestie. Why
Yeah.
would you be my bestie? Fuck us.
Okay, gentlemen, we have to go.
Thank
Also,
you.
I've laughed so hard. The back of my head hurts. My cheeks
Pollen.
hurt. I feel like
Pollen.
I need.
But at
I
least
need a
guys
moment.
I think I'm learning to
Yeah.
DJ. I'm also learning to massage. Like it's a class I'm taking on the
You're
side.
just gonna destroy everything you worked hard
We're
for.
gonna go.
Yeah. Bye.
We're gonna go.
So
we're
Obina,
gonna say goodbye. And
there's
we're
this
gonna
person
say
who's
thank
going to pay the
you.
bill. Let me just leave this.
And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Where can people follow you? Actually, let's do a quick.
At Antonio Soul at Oga Obina.
Yes, and of course tonight,
Yeah.
Anto Square.
Yeah.
Old school That's where we're going.
Anto Square.
That's where we're
And we're
going
gonna be dressed in
tonight.
70s, 80s, or 90s.
Oh,
And
sweet!
I'm gonna
Tonight.
Sweet!
At my post.
Yeah.
I just realized, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
okay. Says, and Lena, come through.
Everyone,
Yeah.
everyone here is coming. Okay, and you better be there. We'll see you guys.